How's everyone doing? Today we're going to be doing an unboxing of our 24-inch by 12-inch black canopy stand. I ordered this off Amazon.com. I think it was $87. This is going to my 20-gallon kit aquarium that I just purchased. I did a review on that as well. But I'm going to go ahead and open this up. We're going to build the stand today. I want to show you guys what it looks like out of the box and set up. So if you're shopping around, you're a customer like I was, and you want to get a stand, you want to get the right size, make sure it fits the right tank. Some of these stands don't give you a tank size, they give you dimensions. So this will show to make sure it fits the tank we have ordered, and it's not too small, not too big. We'll see how stable it is and what it looks like. So let's get right to it. I'm going to open this box up. We're going to see all the parts, and then we're going to see how hard it is to build and kind of a review on the product. So for this stand, it comes unassembled. Let's go ahead, open it up, see what we can expect whenever we get this. So I'm going to just take my time, slide this out, and show you what's all inside here. It's insulated with a few things, but it's mainly just wood. It's kind of like a pressed wood. So the back is what we have here. Looks like we have a hole for any cords and power strips. This should be the sides, and they'll all be labeled. It says sideboard number C. Another sideboard. Here I think we have the doors because there's some handle holes. Doesn't appear to have any scratches. It does have this in between. So, yep, we have a door one. Another door. Sorry if this beginning is kind of slow, but I'm going to just unbox it, see what you guys would see if you're at home and you order this product yourself. Because I was skeptical buying anything because you don't really know exactly what you want to match with your tank. A lot of the products aren't sold together. Here's our top piece. So this was just sold as a 24 by 12-inch stand, and I know that the sideboard support. The tank I bought gave me the dimensions. They were 24 and a few. It was like 24.5 inch or something like that for the tank by 12 and something inch. So it wasn't exactly the size of this. This stand was a little bit smaller on the dimensions. But I believe it's for a 20-gallon tank. I'm going to make sure that it all works out, obviously. And if it works out how I hope it's going to, hopefully that makes you guys a little more confident in buying. Or not buying, for that say. Here's our middle panel for more support. But like I said, I want to make sure if I'm going to buy this and it works, I'm going to tell you guys. If it doesn't work, I still will tell you guys. But hopefully it all works out well, and you guys kind of know what to expect when this shows up at your house. So this is a little bit messy. I'm going to go through and there's a couple of bags of screws and parts like that. But you see the wood's all separated. It's pretty well labeled, so that's nice. Hopefully it's not too hard to build. That's a big part of this. If I can build this thing in 20 minutes, awesome. If it takes me 10 minutes, even better. It takes me an hour and a half or 2 hours. Let's hope that doesn't happen, but I will tell you guys because I want to let you know what to expect, because I don't want to do that myself. So let's unbox this all and let's see what we got. Okay guys, so we got everything unboxed. Pretty straightforward. I got some hinges here. We have all of our screws that we'll need. It comes with some legs, and I have my support boards, top and bottom, my doors, my sides, and there's a back panel just for kind of cleaning things up. The instructions are pretty straightforward. Shows you a picture of the product, what goes first, because I've bought things before online. They send you just a box of materials and you don't really know what to do. There'll be a page like half this size, only one front, and it really doesn't tell you what you need to put together, and you'll have everything almost done. The last part won't fit because you did it in the wrong order. So this at least tells us what we need to do first, second, and third. Easy though, I don't like to read through the manual, but this has got 6 steps it shows on pictures. So that's nice. It at least shows you what to do, but it's not overwhelming information. So I'm going to go ahead and put this together. I'm going to fast forward through this. If there's anything that's not self-explanatory. I'll chime in, I'll tell you guys that. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'll build this and kind of tell you how long it takes, and let's do a final review on the product. Okay guys, so the stand's coming together. One thing I'm gonna do, this is on step number 3. Pretty self-explanatory, but I forgot to do it and I have to redo it, so I may as well show you guys and save you a few minutes. Once you've put your sides, your brace, and then your top, the top is the phase 2. So the sides and the brace, then the top. One thing you're going to do is the backboard has to slide in first, which is kind of obvious. Whenever you're looking at the instructions at the bottom, it's kind of hard to see. This is going to slide up in there between the 2 pieces before you can screw the bottom on, which I know is kind of obvious, but I didn't see it first time around. So this is going to go through there. Make sure you click up into the top. The bottom should be nice and flush. There'll be a little bump out, and that's where it's going to sit into these grooves. So I'm going to go ahead and screw this bottom on and screw the legs. I already have all the screws in place because I already did it once. So hopefully that saves you guys a minute, but that's pretty easy. The stands will be built any minute now. I'll put it all together and I'll show you guys. Probably took me on my watch on, but I started I think 15 minutes ago. So it'll take me about 20 minutes to build it all. So pretty happy with it. Make sure you slide that back in before you screw the bottom in secure. And let's put the last piece together. This last part's pretty simple, but I figured I'd show you. I've messed it up in the past. Not on this, but I've done it in aquariums before. So whenever you're screwing this in, you're going to screw in the door first. There's 2 preset holes. It's a little bit tight. You're going to push them together a little bit to fit that in the pre-drilled holes. So you get 2 of the, I believe it's number K screws. And then whenever you're screwing the actual hinge to the door, you want to make sure you do the one that has a small hole first and lift the door a little bit off of the bottom of the stand so it's not too tight. The holes will help you. They're pretty well aligned. I didn't have too many issues with that. But I'm going to go ahead and do the bottom one right now. So if you guys can see, I'm using a drill. It tells you to do everything by hand tighten. What I recommend is on your drill, make sure that you're using right here. So you see there's this power setting. You want to go in the lowest setting. So you're going to be like a number 1 between 4. And if I crank this all the way around, it goes all the way up to 16 and 20, where you're kind of trying to drill into things. This you want to be very soft, so as you're screwing, it'll stop itself if it's too strong. She will strip those holes. So for this one, you can see the top hole has the larger one, the bottom one just a dot. It'll look more like that one to the left. And we'll do that bottom one first, then the top one's going to be more forgiving, and then we're going to screw that right in. Stop right there as soon as you hear that noise, actually before that noise. But now we have our drawer, it's nice and tight. And I'll back this up, you can see our drawer is on. We have our handle here. Closes pretty smoothly, you can hear that. Opens all the way up, stops at 90 degree. And there's our first drawer done. I'm gonna do the second drawer. That's pretty simple, but I figured I'd show you that and mention that if you are using a screw gun, which I recommend, even though in the instructions says you don't need it, you don't need it. It's gonna cut this building process in half. So let's go ahead and do the last drawer, do a final review of this tank stand. And on our last drawer, I'm doing the hinge here. You can see there's gonna be an indentation that's obviously gonna sit inside the hole. For my set, every set's probably a little different. The holes have all lined up pretty well. This is the only one where the holes are a little bit further back than I'd like, so they don't match up perfectly. What I'm gonna do here is I'll do one halfway first. So this one's probably the best of the 4 I've done. I'll screw it halfway, so it's not tight. I can still kind of move this left or right. And now for this other one, if I need to, this one's more to the right, the other ones were further back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to angle it that way to get started. Now you can kind of turn it in. You don't want to turn it in much, but you can kind of hold it firm so it's going to tighten all the way down. And you can go back and tighten your second one. So now those are both secured. You can see this isn't perfectly flush on that second screw because I had to angle it, but it does fit. If you put one in there and you tighten it all the way, this is going to be angling off a little bit and you can't reach that second hole. So you want to make sure that when you're screwing this in that you go ahead, do halfway on the one hole, push it over nice and straight, and then angle that second screw if need be, and then tighten them both down. works perfectly fine. I mean, anything you buy by a big manufacturer, there's gonna be a few things you have to tweak along the way, but that's one of them. And now I think we're finally done. Let me go ahead and screw these on, doing the small holes first. So I'm gonna be screwing into this hole right there, and then there's gonna be a gap with my other pre-drill. I'm gonna put my second screw in there. These front two I'm not actually using. That's kind of more of a backup screw if you had to pre-drill more holes and add more to support it, or if it was a smaller cabinet and they could use this hinge for a different product. Okay guys, so here we have our stand completely built. Took me a total of 50 minutes to build, which is a little longer than I like, but I'm also recording. I had some distractions and I messed that bottom part up. But everything's working good. It's got our legs on it. It's a nice like glossy black color. When you open it up, you have your shelf in the middle. There's a top and a bottom. And moment of truth, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna put the tank on the stand. Watch you see what it looks like. So let's go ahead and do that. But all in all, I like this stand. Cost me $87. Took me less than an hour to build. So shipped to my door for free. I use the Amazon Prime. And let's go ahead and see what it looks like. This is a 20-gallon tank in the back. I did do a product review on this as well. Very impressed with the lighting on this tank. I don't have it up and running yet. I have some plans for this tank. I'm setting up on a display for an open house coming up. But let's see how this tank fits on the stand, and we'll wrap this video up. Alright, so pretty good guys. We got about a ½ inch to spare on either side. Maybe an inch total in front to back. It's not real tight. We have some space to spare. So all in all, this works really good. I got the tank and the stand for around $200 total. So if you're looking for a nice aquarium, you're not sure what to get, I know some stores carry this, but I do like to shop online. It's convenient, and if a store is not local to you, it made this process easy. And if you buy this at the store, you're still gonna have to pay tax on it. You're gonna have to bring it home. You have to build it. So I had to do all that anyway. So I figured I'd go on Amazon, kind of help some people out with not knowing what you're gonna get. You kind of see what it is right here. You can see on those corners we have a little bit of room to spare, and it absolutely does fit. The 24-inch by 12-inch stand does fit the tank, because when you look at the tank product descriptions, there's a little bit more length and width than the stand. So I was a little concerned it would be overhanging, and that would have been awful. I would have had to return them or find a smaller tank to fit on the stand, and that would just been inconvenient. So hopefully this helped you guys make your decision. Any comments, please let me know. And if you guys want to see where you can find these products, go ahead and take a look in the description. Thank you all for watching.